tired of life, so
Hey
if
there.
death
How's it
comes,
going,
you
everybody?
almost say, it's time, it's good.
Hello.
So I know I have very little
Mm,
fear of death. In fact, I
a
almost
couple of you
welcome
here.
it.
I figure, like, I mentioned what I mentioned on the server, but, like, here, just in case, like, there's people that watch it that, don't go on the server, that, like, just watch the VODs for the streams or whatever. Because I'm guessing there might be a few. Or that don't have the Inks YouTube role, where you can get in that hashtag other section so they can get the ping or whatever. But yeah, right now, I mean, it's just gonna be me bitching and moaning. So just if you, it's not vital you watch this at all, especially if you're here just for information regarding the schizoid stuff. This isn't gonna be very helpful or useful. In any case, uh, so just to give a quick background, most of my like actual work is like contractual freelancy kind of stuff, because I like to work remotely because of obvious reasons, as well as agoraphobia stuff and other bullshit. It's just a lot better for the old noggin to do that. Um, and the type of work I do, there'll be like times where it'll be like tough, where like, you know, it'll be like, oh, no work for like 2 days or something, and whatever. But it's looking like that this might be a little more rough than that. And so because of that, I'm just kind of dedicating what energy I do have to like filling out applications and keeping tracks and tabs on things like that. And a lot of the other work I'm finding that I could possibly get, a lot of it is like gig work or like part-time, or it doesn't look like it's going to pay very well. And I don't know. I'm probably going to have to like scrap together like 2, 3 part-time type deals at different hours. And so if that's the case, then you probably won't be seeing me for a good while. If I'm wrong, something cool happens, maybe sooner than that. I don't know. Point is, I can't really dedicate time to this when, yeah, like when I gotta be, like, I could be doing like other stuff, I guess. Or plus my headspace is real bad, like, when I got this kind of stuff on my table. So like, I don't really have the energy to dedicate to like giving as much as I want to give when like as far as like forethought and stuff, when it comes to the streams, or anything else for that matter, that is like related to this. I don't know. It's just rough. It's just rough because I don't want my life to get in the way of this stuff, but I have to like be realistic about it. So yeah, that's basically it. Like mainly it. And I know some of you, not most of you, but some of you like find some comfort in these streams. So I don't know. I don't know. Just sucks. I hate money. And any of you who have seen me or know me for, you know how much I hate money. So much so that I hate thinking about it. And thinking about it depresses me. Because of all the associations I have with it that I have trouble dealing with. Especially when money gets in the way of like doing what gives me meaning. something that's like a more recent thing for me, obviously, since I've only been doing this for a few years, but it sucks when like you have to like choose, you know, survival and financial stability over stuff like this. If it was just me, like solo dolo, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just be doing it no matter what's happening. But I got a fam, so y'all have to take a back seat to them, obviously. But I don't know, like if things turn out well, if things pan out a little better than they seem to be going, I might be back sooner than later. But until that shit gets itself settled, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take a bit of a break. I'll still be around on the server. I probably won't be like participating that much. Not that I do a lot anyway. I try to keep it like more low key, except for if someone wants to directly address me or something I said or did. But I'll be watching. I'll be there. I'll still be working with the mods and stuff. They're still gonna be doing their thing. I'll still be looking at applications and things like that when I have a chance. But just to give you like a taste of like how frustrating it is. So like for the kind of work I'm decent at doing, all this like AI you know, LLM trainer shit that I've been doing for a bit now. It's all contractual stuff, so it's always kind of tenuous. But if you have like a few in your back pocket, or like, oh, if this ends, then there's this, and if this ends, then there's this. Like, you can usually keep it pretty consistent, pretty alright, but they kind of just like pulled the rug for a few things, so that was like, whoa, okay. Was not prepared for that. And even though I occasionally send out like applications and stuff, there's a lot of like there's a lot of fake ass jobs out there. There's a lot of fake ass jobs. There's a lot of jobs that like require you to do, especially with like remote work and stuff, they require you to do like a bunch of assessments. Like, obviously you're not getting paid for them. They could take like 15-20 minutes each, but like some at like places, they're like, oh, we're hiring, so do like an hour worth of assessments, just to see if you're worth even like talking to. Yeah, and then a lot of the jobs don't pay very well at all, so it just depends, I guess, on a few things. Worst comes to worst, I'll fucking go get a fucking go flip some burgers or some shit. I've done it before. It's just that it's like, yeah, it's probably not going to be too good for me mentally. Because I kind of got burnt out on that after, like, you know, a decade plus of it. Well, if you hear Spanish speaking, it's like, or something like that. It's a Chilean depressive black metal band. I guess with an apt name for how I'm currently feeling at the moment. Or I'll post it in the chat. The band is My Dearest Wound. The EP I'm listening to is called The Weight of Life Was Greater. I really like the cover. It's really cool. Subtle, creepy, kind of depressive vibes. Whatever. I don't know. I like it. Duck, understandable. Sorry to hear about the cash flow bullshit right now. Hopefully some opportunities pop up and maybe the remote stuff picks back up too. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's the thing with this stuff. Like, it can happen. Like, if like, because a lot of these jobs aren't like, a lot of these jobs are not you're not being hired on by the companies themselves, right? They have somebody that's in charge of dealing with the companies that do hire people to do the kind of work I do. But yeah, like there's no so a lot of these jobs are not like W2 jobs. They're not like you know, guaranteed 40 hours type jobs. It's like, oh yeah, guaranteed 40 hours every week until there's not. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you have to like do these assessments, and like if you get it, it's cool, but it's not even like it'll be for like a few months or something. And the only way you can get like you continue getting it like put on you like things like campaigns or whatever for a few more months is like by basically doing a good job in one, and being cool with the people there. Luckily it's all through like Slack. It's not like a bunch of meetings or anything in person, obviously, but it's a lot of like, you know, showing your competency, showing you're engaged, actively answering questions when people ask them sometimes, or just actively communicating stuff with your people right above you and beyond that if you get the opportunity. And then that's like how you can get another one, because they'll be like, oh yeah, that guy was pretty cool and he did a good job. So when they decide, hey, we got to pick new people for this next one, but some of the people got to go, and you know they can't necessarily get another thing right away, like they're gonna pick the person that they recognize as a combination of competent and easy to work with, and shows like initiative or whatever. And I've managed to do that a lot, and so that's why I've managed to like circumvent situations like this a little more often than not. It's happened once before. That lasted about like almost 2 weeks with no pay. But I guess that's not too bad considering that like that's like over the course of a decent chunk of time. But yeah. This one's a little dicier, and I'm worried because it's been a few days, but I don't know. There's usually stuff in my back pocket or something. It just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's panning out. We'll see. But I'm applying to a bunch of stuff, and anything can just change on a dime. But that's what sucks. I have no idea. The only thing that's cool about this work, honestly, is that like no constant social interaction, which is all like I can do it, but it's just so over it. I'm like 40. I did that shit for like 20 years. So over it. Remote work lets me kind of do a lot less of that. You know, I did masking for like 20 years or plus, whatever. And then obviously like agoraphobia, so a lot of outside jobs are like fucked for me. Like big open area parking lots and shit like that. I would have to take like fucking some heavy medication every day. I'd rather not. Yeah, market's rough. Market's rough. Doing an hour or 2 hours of assessments just to be told, oh yeah, sorry. It's fucked. It's weird. Especially since they're probably using like the information you input to like, I don't know, build up their own like info on like who's applying and what have you. I sometimes think that some of these assessments are just like one more data point for whatever AI is being worked on. So they might have never intended, or they had one position and they wanted like hundreds of applicants, even though the position's not even that good. But whatever. Yeah, it's really dumb. It's really dumb. And one thing that I find kind of gross, but it's like necessary, is like you have to kind of rely on some level of like social networking, and like it wouldn't be nepotism because it's not families, but like you have to like create social networks so you can have like non-family nepotism work in your favor. It's like weird. It's like a less direct form of nepotism in the sense that like, oh, you have to be like liked by people, and so like being liked by people can sometimes overshadow somebody that has like a similar level or a slightly higher level of competency or whatever than you. And so yeah, so it's like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to have to like get decent at certain things that like aren't that intuitive to me, or like sometimes can feel yucky, but like it's reality. And I don't resent anybody but myself for it some days. I don't know. I wish I could just work like at a factory or something that paid like a decent wage and not lose my fucking mind. Unfortunately, the brain killer for me, and it's all connected to the ADHD too, is boredom. So monotony and boredom is real bad for me. Done it plenty of times. It always turns bad. It's like, what is it? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Yeah. Looking at career stuff lately, and I hate all that at the best of times. Yeah, I know, man. It's terrible, dude. Like, if you're like a NEET right now, like, man, enjoy it. Well, else, if you're young, or if you're older and you're still a NEET, you're probably already, like, I don't have to tell you, you're probably already hella depressed and fucked up about it. But I ain't gotta tell you. But if you're in your early 20s being a NEET or something, man, enjoy it, but use that time to get some shit on the table for when you decide to get off your ass. And if you're on like government cheese, figure out a way to, like, you know, build a what's the word, off the radar nest egg. Because, man, that government cheese can get cut from you real quick, real fast, no problems. No problems for you, but no problems for anybody else. So yeah, whether you're a NEET out there, or a government cheese NEET, there's like the parent NEET and the government cheese NEET. Yeah, to find a way to like use that time to develop skills and other bullshit, so that you can actually like get something. Because what's really funny is that if you wanted to, I don't do this because, well, I guess I just have to work my ass off. I didn't really get a long chance to be in NEET of any kind for too many years. But what was I saying? Shit. Hold on, let me look at chat. So in all my 20s working what I thought was a future-proof industry, now AI has paged through the industry and the work has dried up. Fun times. Yeah. What's funny, Dan, is that, like, depending on what you do with AI stuff, like AI is taking over AI jobs, so it's pretty funny. There's always going to be something, but, like, you know, not always, take that back. But yeah, there's gonna be AI jobs for like a bit, until even that becomes obsolete, right? Yeah, I mostly fell into this type of work because I was like really wanted to do remote work, and I got hired on by a company that offered remote work that had to do with making like phone calls to help people that need their mental health service, like that need mental health services, have their insurance information, and like blah blah blah. So it was almost like a call center-y kind of job, sort of, but it's just outgoing calls. Trying to get dealing with insurance agencies, like medical insurance, mental health insurance. And then when they scrapped that project after I was on it for like, I don't know, I think it was like 7 months or 6 months, like 6 months or something. They scrapped it, and I was like, yo, like, do you guys have anything else? And that same company, I guess they normally don't do the kind of stuff that I was doing, and they normally do shit like AI training. And so they're like, hey, like some of the people I networked there with, they're like, hey, there's this. And I was like, and some other people were like, oh, because I kind of made a big huff out of like how they ended the project I had been on. And so then they're like, yo, okay, well, look, there's this stuff, why don't you apply and see if you're good at it? And I was like, okay. And then I did, and then I was. So I've been doing that for a while. It's crazy the amount of like good I've like. The only thing about this kind of work, if you do it like AI training shit, is that you have to be able to like pivot from like thing to thing, like on a dime sometimes. Like it'll just be like, oh yeah, we're gonna be doing this for 3 weeks. It's like, okay. And then you do it, you get better at it and faster, and then they're like, oh, we're not doing that anymore, we're doing this. They're like, oh, okay. Oh, this should last 2 weeks, and like 3 days later, oh no, never mind. We're doing this now. Okay. We're doing this. So you have to kind of pick it up intuitively, kind of reflexively, like just adapt to whatever the hell the needs are. And even within the same like job or contract or something, it'll be like, you'll be told it's done like this, and then like 2 months later they're like, nope, stop doing that thing. That thing we said was vital is no longer vital. Now this is vital. It's like, okay, we're doing that now. It's like that meme, you know, with the whole like, oh, we're making triangles now or whatever. I guess that shit. So that's how this job is. This kind of work is. I like that part about it, to be honest, because it really, even if it's like annoying, it really puts a damper on. Well, doesn't damper. It really doesn't get like too boring, or it keeps you like on your toes. And so it's like, and the cool thing is I've learned like skills, like you know, certain types of little cognitive tricks and hearing and whatever analytical skills over the course of having to basically do all these like experiments essentially. Yeah. Yeah. Man, fuck all this. So rough. I just want to do the Zoid stuff. Maybe this is how like people that are passionate about something but, you know, never got off the ground feel like, you know, somebody's like I'm not an artist, I'm a creative type, but I'm more of like I'm good with working with creative types and helping creative types than I am actually being a creative type, where I make my own shit really. But I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something about that. Fuck. Oh yeah. Like not being able to just like go full hog on like my advocacy interests in a lot, and not just Zoid stuff, just like different things, and it's all connected in my head. But like not being able to just do that, like it feels like what I'm guessing it may feel like for somebody that wanted to do like their main passion is some kind of art, and because of circumstances, not because of lack of effort or dedication, like they just have to kind of treat it like a hobby, like a little side hobby, a really important hobby. I hate that this is a really important hobby of mine. I mean, I could call it like a passion project or whatever, but I think that's just like, it just sucks the amount of things that people do that I think are of worth that essentially get turned into hobbies. Passion project just means like a hobby you wish was more than a hobby. Because when somebody says, oh, it's a passion project, that means that like, oh yeah, I can't make a living doing this. This is something that I do because I really care about it. But it's essentially just like a really nuanced, multi-layered hobby. Nah, I can't do that, Gator. I love my fam too much. My two kitties can't do what you do. That shit would fucking kill me. Not seeing them for that long. Plus, I don't know. Sounds like it would get boring once you've been doing it for a long time. Oh, John K. Nah, it's just me bitching and moaning because, like, basically I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream very much or do any of this shit because, essentially I have to treat this thing that I give a fuck about the most like a hobby because money and working, and me not like having work right now, and me just having to focus on finding more work or worry about the thing I hate the most, which is money, over this. So, and I just can't. I can't like justify like spending time on this when like I'm in a weird financial spot. Ugh. Anyway, like I said, if it fixes itself, if like say a few days out of nowhere you're like, you got this new job, or they call me back, or they hire me, or the company I'm get contracted with goes, oh look, miracle happened, like there's work, you know, you have work for another 3-4 months or something, then I'll be back sooner than later. But if that's not the case, then it might be longer, a little bit longer. Whatever. It is what it is. Yep, feel you guys in chat about this. Show Danks, yep, 100%. 100%. That's why I can't go back to retail. I'm good at it, sales and shit, but it is autonomy destroying, and it's me being as autonomy sensitive as I am because the old Zoid traits I ran out of it is what it is on that department a while ago. So that's why remote work is best for me. Imagine being able to go into work every day and it's just boring or annoying, or you're just looking forward to the weekend or something. Like imagine like that's your only problem. Like that's what makes work suck. That it's not like just soul rendering some days. And the weekend means nothing to you. Any invitations? I'm not sure what that meant. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is I think that it might be the first time seeing your chat in there. Or unless I'm stupid and tired. Unless that's... Wait, is that, I'm so bad because everyone has different names and shit on different things. Leaving rust potatoes? Oh, there he is. It's way around the money stuff for a schizoid, though not sure if it counts as work. I mean, if I was by myself, the way around it would be to just be homeless. Which I think that if I didn't have the people I care about in my life, my kids, more like, yeah, more than anything, my kids, my wife and stuff, like I probably would have chosen that path. I know. At this age, I probably would have gone that route. I probably would have just because it would have been nothing to motivate me. And not just go full Diogenes. And just be like some weirdo homeless guy that like stole a laptop and used the Starbucks internet to rant and rave about stuff. I don't know. That's probably what I would have ended up doing. Yeah, but Alex Jones has money up the wazoo. Imagine being that much of a fucking grifter, just making money. Jesus Christ.
Будучи еще совсем мальчишкой, ты часто просил меня рассказать историю. Одну из тех, что хранится в ветхой старой книге у меня на полке. Небылицы о гномах, эльфах, гоблинах и прочих невиданных тварях, населяющих наши леса.
Yeah, I don't know. Parisian cafe philosopher that's homeless sounds cool. Though I don't want to live in France. They got too much philosophy there that I'm like, I'm good. I probably have a better time with depressing ass Russian philosophers, to be honest. Plus they got vodka, so there's that. That, I don't know, man. Others are more dead inside than us. At least we can articulate it. I've asked other people at work about work, and they don't really want to talk about it existentially. That's just childish. No, because it's just like they don't have to, so why should they? Like, John K. Like I'm like, they're at work and they're like, this is boring. but I'm gonna get out of work and do this, or I'm gonna the weekend, and then like the weekend like energizes them. Like a lot of regular people get energized over the weekend. I'm not saying the way work works now, being a wagey is all it's cracked up to be, because it's fucking hot. But I think that when you have like a reward system in place that actually like feels rewarding to some degree, even if it's like hedonistic, at least or something, I guess. But I think for a lot of schizoids, there's like very little. Like I think the only thing they look forward to about not working is being by themselves. And if they're less by themselves at home than at work, then they probably don't look forward to not being at work. It's funny. It's funny. I've talked to Zoids where like work is like their escape from like all this, like all these people that have to like do stuff for, and then there's people that like work is that place. I think the worst part of work is constant psychological manipulation of bosses to undermine the power of the workers to exploit them further. That's that. I mean, yeah, that's one part of it. But like, you know what's funny is that like I'd probably, even if I wasn't being like exploited at my job, like say things were a little better, I'd probably just still be just like, if it's monotonous, it'd probably be just as miserable. It's like ignoring the systematic suffering of animals and also finding like, oof. Yeah, I've talked a lot about with my buddy Era, because he's a vegan, and I don't know if I could ever be a vegan, but I want to be at some point in my life. I want to be a vegetarian, but like the reason, like you know, like some people will be like, well, what am I doing now? There's ways, blah blah. It's like, yeah, man, like I can only fight so many battles, bro. Like, you know, like that's just like one battle I don't have the energy for, which is like basically removing a bunch of stuff that gives me temporary relief, which is like a yummy meal on occasion when I do have a hankering for something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the autonomy is the main issue with the Zoid. If they're miserable at work, it's just like, oh, this is what I'm doing. This is how I have to behave in front of these people, because these people, like, according to the hierarchy of this stupid job that doesn't matter, are above me. And so I have to, like, kowtow to their emotional needs. Jesus Christ. Everything else is easy peasy for me, far below my skill level, and it pays enormously. But that is content manipulation, if I simply intolerable. As of today, I'm on medical leave. Well, I wish that's a really cool job you have, God. But I'm sure, like, it doesn't, like, getting paid enormously, probably, the only thing that's useful about that is not having to think about money. I think, like, that I think would be a significantly important thing for me. Like if I was, you know, getting paid enormously, whatever it was I was doing, I don't think I'd be like suddenly be the super happy person, because that's just not me. But I would feel like my time could be used more productively, more meaningfully, if I could spend it doing like more of the stuff I'm actually interested in doing when it comes to like talking about these subjects and advocacy stuff and putting money into things that actually give like fucking matter to me, like mental health stuff and Zoid shit, obviously, right? But I don't like it. I would still be pretty unhappy dude, but it'd be like a lot more tolerable. Yeah, it would be far more tolerable. I would prefer to be low grade depressed with dysthymia, but doing meaningful stuff than being like low to high grade depressed while spending like chunks of my time doing something that I consider personally meaningless. Well, that's cool, Shad. I mean, that's cool that you do that. I mean, because like I think that's like a way that you could, like, if I think I would do the same. Like if I had money, I probably would be like oh, this, I'd be like this artist or this advocate that's talking about like in this country that's pushing for this thing, this underdog that's like going through hell, you know, for this thing. Yeah, that'd be cool. So I could see, yeah. Sell merch? Man, ain't nobody gonna buy merch. Have you seen the fucking, like, unless you're making that shit yourself, you make very little fucking money off that, unless you're like selling a fuck ton. If you're just selling like fucking like 3 t-shirts a fucking week or something, they ain't gonna land you shit. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy freedom. Yeah, yep, it does fucking buy freedom. Fuck anybody that goes like, oh man, freedom's just a state of mind, man. I'm like, nah, man, you need a good chunk of money to be free. I'm free inside my mind, man. It's like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, that's cope. It's cope. Honestly, I don't know if anybody would even bother. Oh yeah, this I just didn't bother with this one. I don't really feel like talking it like about it, like except for like chat like this. Like, it's just fucked, man. I'm seeing that my mental health is directly related to how well we adapt to a system that's treated as natural. Hell yeah, dude. I need a fuck ton to be free. I know, isn't that fucked? 4-hour mind wipe every week is a never-ending stun lock. That's true. No, Sean. I mean, look, that's a thing, like, right? But like, if you, yeah, so like your options are you have money, so you don't have to think about money, but you're using all your life energy, your fucking productive ability to do shit you don't give a fuck about all day, most of the day, and then by the time you're not doing that, all you want to do is like turn off your brain and just veg out, or like do shit that you find interesting that doesn't require too much energy and feels comfortable, right? Or you do whatever you want, but like you're fucking struggling constantly, like in other horrible ways. So it's just like, fuck. Yeah, Death by 1,000 Cuts. Rich and miserable. Dude, I could grift and make money, but I would just like, I probably wouldn't last. You have to cheat? Yeah, of course you have to cheat. But you don't have to like, you have to cheat, but you don't have to cheat and hurt others while cheating. There are ways to cheat in this world without hurting other people. Plenty of ways. Without hurting, like, you might hurt other people's bottom line. That probably already have a significant amount of money to begin with, but yeah. I have money in a house full of all the toys I could possibly want of it. Last 10 years, I basically never touched any of it. Not mental or physical energy, completely depleted every week. Damn, Shad, did you like... If you have investments and you have all this shit, like... You know what I would do if I were you, Shad? I'd just fucking... Like, do you live by yourself? It's just you solo dolo? If it's just you solo dolo, man, Like, I get a smaller ass house, sell that one, get rid of a bunch of that shit, and then just fucking not work. Retire. You manage to save up a nest egg, and then like look for some shit that probably doesn't make as much money at all, but is actually fucking has some kind of goddamn meaning for you. Whatever it is, man. But I don't know what your situation is, but I mean, if you bought a fucking house and all this shit, like, I don't know, you probably have a lot of shit you could liquidate and then just be like, yo, I'm gonna stop working at this fucking job that makes me feel like absolute dog shit. By the way, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. And then just fucking, I don't know, whatever it is, I don't know what it would be, but like, I don't give a fuck if it's joining Greenpeace or fucking working at soup kitchens for, you know, for most of your free time, like whatever it is, man, like, or fucking drawing or doing art or whatever, writing poems or fucking, I don't know, man, I don't know what it is. Have the free online Tony Robbins. It's just me and a paid off a shack with 15 to 25 years to live. And yes, you said makes a lot of sense to me. That's what I would fucking do, dude. Like, I don't know how old you are, but like, fuck it, dude. Like, do that shit for 20 years, bro. Yeah. If you got the money, bro, just fucking... Just, I don't know, man, find some shit you think is worth your time. Do that, and then if you don't give a fuck about buying more toys and shit, you know, spread your money around little spots to where you could still sustain yourself to things that you give a fuck about. Simple as that. Any job, yeah. There's bots in chat? Where? Oh no, it's just active being silly. Yeah, active's posting shit that sounds like bot fucking posts. They're just being a goofy goober. I don't know, man. No, yeah, it's just they're saying because active research is like posting like stuff that sounds like shit bots would say. I think that's what John K's laughing about. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, whatever. I don't. What's really funny is I don't even need like it's so crazy. Like if there was one schizoid millionaire that could pay me an hourly wage, give me like 40 hours a week to dedicate, and even if they want me to prove it or something, like the amount of time and stuff and what I'm doing, and like they want me to like keep an itinerary to show that like I'm doing work and I'm doing things and I'm not bullshitting around. Like if they wanted all that shit and they pay me to do just fucking stuff related to these subjects that I give a fuck about, and then like here 40 hours a week, here's like a what do they like to call it in the work world, a competitive rate. Here's a competitive rate, and yeah, just do that. Oh fuck yeah, dude, I would take that shit up like in a heartbeat. I would take that shit up in a fucking heartbeat. It's crazy, man. Oh. I mean, at that point, I wouldn't give a fuck. Even if they only paid me the 40 hours, I'd probably be working like 55, 60, but I wouldn't care. I wouldn't need to get paid for that extra shit. That would just be what I want to do fucking all day. Market rate, there you go. Trades in manual labor is far more. You'd be surprised, Shad. It's gonna go. I mean, man, once the AI and the robots get together and you put fucking good enough AI in your fucking big old machinery, some of that shit's gonna be bye-bye as well. This guy, Shad. Oh my god. That's hilarious, bro. Like, as long as... Oh, trades ain't going nowhere? Alright, man. Probably nowhere anytime soon. But they will. I think eventually. No, if that's because nobody gives a fuck. God. Nobody gives a fuck. That's why. Like, I reach out, even the people, that's the joke right now. Even the people that you would think would give a fuck, like the people that do like literature on like schizoid stuff and personality disorder shit, or people that have like channels that are a lot bigger, that do that kind of stuff, man, they're just like, they're either out of touch or out of reach, or they just fucking, I don't know. Some of the ones that I have sent stuff to, I'm like, I doubt they have like, they don't have a big old social media following or something, and like, it's still, it's just fucking crickets, man. So if I can't get those people's attention, like, what the fuck? What kind of mental health organization is gonna subsidize my ass? No matter how many fucking times I get fucking messages about, oh, you really helped my mental health angst because of this thing you said or did or made or blah blah blah, cause server, and like it doesn't matter how much of that shit like you get, like nobody gives a fuck about the subject, man. Yeah, that's the thing. I'd like to do more interviews, bro, but like it's just nothing but hours and hours and like trying to network with people, dude, and them just not giving you the fucking time of day, or like worse yet, they give you like pretend time of day, like they tell you like, oh yeah, I'm interested, let's talk, and like talk to me in like 2 weeks. I'll be like, yeah, sick, okay, let's set something up, and then like they set something up, or they just ghost me, or they just like say, oh, I can't right now, hit me up in another month, and then ghosted. Or they say yeah, and then we do meet up, like, you know, behind the scenes or like off the whatever, and then they're like, oh yeah, like they're like saying, oh, they're interested, oh, that sounds cool and all this shit, right? And then you're like, okay, like when do you want to meet again? You're like, okay, let me just check my stuff. Ghosted. Or yeah, I would say around this time, mid-month. Ghosted. Like, it's so crazy. It's so fucking crazy, man. Like there's one particular guy, and I'm not gonna talk shit, but there's one particular guy that wrote some really good ass schizoid related material stuff that I think they still do that kind of stuff, and there's more than one, but one in particular that I'm like flabbergasted. Like, I'm like, yo, I tried voicemail, I tried email, I tried LinkedIn, I tried socials, and I'm like giving these tries like weeks, if not months in between, because I don't want to be a fucking weirdo. And like fucking nothing. I haven't gotten a single word back. Like 4 social media platforms, email, voicemail, fucking nothing, dude. Just fucking nothing. It's so weird to me, especially like considering what I have to talk to them about and what I have to offer, to be honest, man. Like, yo, like, I just want to interview your ass, and you could be like, this could fucking help people that have this shit. Like, you like, what? Like, you could literally just get a bunch of free info from me. Like, just free shit. Like, free fucking info. Like, no cost to you. Info. Regarding this, a subject that you supposedly work on. I don't know, man. It's so fucking weird out there. The death metal horror themes, man. If that's enough to make somebody like fucking not work with me, then they're fucking dumb as fuck. That's goofy. That's like judging a book by its cover times 10. I thought we got over that shit in kindergarten. I guess they might have a PhD, but they're fucking in kindergarten. Like, that's crazy, man. I'm also a flaker, sorry world. Yeah, look, flaking does not bother me. Pretending to not be a flake and then flaking is what bothers me. Like, just being like doing the polite thing, but you're fucking just a flake. Like, oh man, that shit bugs me. Or like saying you're gonna do something, being like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and you're like, okay, and then just nothing. So weird. Or saying, oh, I'm interested in talking to you, and then just no engagement after that. Man, like, that stuff's like, oh man, that stuff's inconsiderate as fuck, dude. Because like I end up like typing up like a fucking thing or whatever, making time out of my day to meet them, and then like, I don't know, man, it's just a bunch of lip service or something. Yeah, I get that, but we're fucking schizoids, man. Fucking white pastel. Like, what the fuck? Can you imagine, dude? I bet if I was doing that shit, like, I don't know, man. That shit would be, that would be so insincere, dude. That would be so, like just absolutely insincere of me. And totally just foolish. Like, that's just not my style, man. That would just be just insincere as fuck. I would feel horrible trying to, like, do that shit like that. Because I'd be like, yo, like, this is that, like, I'd be doing it in a way that's, like, the whole thing, right? That's the whole thing about, like, it's not liking a lot of insincerity and disingenuous, and they want a straight shooter and shit, and that's what I like. And, you know, somebody just be themselves and stuff, like, that's fuck modern aesthetic. Jesus Christ. Imagine mental health being all about a modern aesthetic. Oh my god. A corpo built modern aesthetic. Oh man. And you know what? That's not necessarily true there, Withers. There's a few examples of very unconventional mental health like things that are fairly successful. Like, I mean, one giant example is Dr. K. Yeah, he's not a metalhead or whatever, but they have fun, man. They fuck around. Dr. K doesn't follow as much of that fucking shit. They kind of just goof around, do their own thing. That shit's fucking great content too. Yeah, a couple, I know. It's bullshit, man. Like, imagine, dude, imagine fucking logging in my fucking stream and I'm just like fucking pastel colors, fucking I cut my hair short, I fucking put on my goddamn like a suit or some dumb shit, and I'm like, welcome to the Schizoid Love Channel. It wouldn't be schizoid, it'd be like Schizoid Balance. Schizoid Balance Channel. Hi everyone. Welcome. Let's talk. Jesus Christ. I would be turning this thing I care about into a job I hate. That's crazy. Dude, I do that. Active. Like, I do the shit. I do things, man. Get that aesthetic. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Schizoid Love. Schizoid Connection. Even better. Schizoid Connection, welcome. Hi guys. How's everybody out there? Feeling kind of gloomy? Feeling a little gloomy? Feeling a little under the weather? Or I could be like, I could bust it out like Todd Grande, right? Hello, welcome. Hi there. Yes. Yeah. According to this case, blah 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 blah. Jesus Christ. Imagine that shit. Imagine me being like that. I just do a fucking 180 on the channel, suddenly blows up. Oh damn, I can't even do it. This is how you properly insert a properly untapered butt plug. Like, oh man. I can't, man, I can't. I mean, it'd be an amazing bit, but I'm not here to be a motherfucking comedian, man. Hello, I am Dr. Todd Grande. Wrong. I don't even know. I can't watch that guy's fucking videos. My God, dude. It just feels so put upon. Like, it doesn't feel like he talks like, I feel like he doesn't talk like that, like, outside of his videos. I'm pretty sure he talks nothing like that. And I think that's what I find, like, if somebody has like a flat affect and that's just how they talk, I'm like, that's cool. I like flat affects, actually. I like people that just have a naturally flat affect most of the time. I'm chill with it. I don't mind it. I know Withers fucking hates it. But like, for example, Schizoid Vision, right? She's cool as fuck. Her affects like kind of flat sometimes. Even when you talk to them directly, and I've only done it very, like, it's still a little flatter than the average person's, but I find that chill as fuck. Because I don't know, it feels like if somebody has, like, I know this is a goofy thing to say, but if somebody has a flat affect most of the time, that means that when it's not flat, like when there's anger or sorrow or joy in their voice, it like hits harder. Hot take. Yeah, I don't know. That guy's weird, man. Plus, I have like a vendetta against him ever since like he put out that short that said that like there's a propensity for schizoid and like violent crimes. Like, what the fuck? Like, I always found him weird and kind of disingenuous, but then I saw that clip, I'm like, fuck are you doing? This is fucking grifty bullshit. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Fucking, I mean, I got the chops for it. Fuck around like that, but I don't got the budget. You want to pay for my set? You want me to be fucking Mr. Rogers? Mr. Rogers Void? Mr. fucking Angst? Shit show? I'll do it. I'll make it a success, and then I'll use all that money for something actually important. That isn't another fucking comedy bit. Nah, man. Bro, like, legit, like, here's another one that just, like, discourages the fuck out of me. Like, I've had people with, like, I don't know, I would say, like, pretty big channels out there. More than once, a couple times, where I'll say, hey, I'm interested in talking about this. I got this and that. Hit me up. I'm down. And then, like, they'll hit me up in a DM. They'll hit me up, and they'll be like, oh, cool, man. So, like, it'll be some bullshit about, like, oh yeah, I have this thing, I'm trying to work out, something. Like, could you tell me more about this subject or that? And I'll be like, and what you do, and I'll fucking give them a rundown. And then they'll be like, I feel like they're just using me for info. or something for like a video or some shit. I have no idea. Ain't nobody buying my PP pics, bro. Ain't nobody buying my PP pics. I got an average gentleman's whatever. I ain't got nothing novelty sized that I can sell PP pics. Not if you got a novelty size one, if you're rocking like a solid 6, you ain't getting shit. You know, everyone's bored. Everyone's just like, just fucking good. Like, it's good for life, but for trying to make money with it, hell no, man. Plus, like, you know, I kind of have kids and a family that I'd rather not, like, fucking. I wouldn't even know what to do with something that big. Well, make money, I guess. Novelty, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Novelty size is fucking. I used to, because of the work I used to do in the novelty world, like, I would get dudes that, like, their shit was really big. And they had, like, they would just talk about how it's a fucking problem. Like it goes from, like the range, it's kind of like it's like a horseshoe almost, man. Like there's PP horseshoe, because like you got like too small, so you're gonna have trouble for a variety of reasons. To just small, but like, you know, hey, motion in the ocean, whatever. To like just kind of medium, whatever, average human male type deal, right? To like big, and so like you got an edge essentially at that point, because it's like, whoa, it's like so good, the Goldilocks PP, right? And then like anything too far past Goldilocks PP, it just becomes just as much as a problem as small PP. Because like these dudes will be like telling me about how like they can't even like they're actually like nervous about dating, because like they've had too many times where like things get hot and heavy, and they're actually insecure about it, because it's like, oh man, she's gonna see this thing, she's gonna be like, yo, fuck that, or like, no. And then it's even worse if they like dating like them. Hold on 1 second, guys. It's probably these subjects right here that I'm bringing up that probably get people not to work with me, even though this is not generally what I talk about. They're like, oh no, he's talking about peepees. We're not adults at all. Fucking people, I can't imagine someone with a PhD being that much of a child that they'd be like, oh, I don't want to associate with myself as somebody that has brought up the subject of peepees, penises. But, yeah, and then I've talked to guys doing that kind of sales work, whatever, telling me like, yo, it's like, yeah, like they're insecure about how big it is, because yeah, a lot of girls just be like, I'm out, like, you know, they're rocking like fucking, you know, even when they're rocking like something like if we're talking like 8 inches plus, yeah, they're gonna run into some problems, especially if they like if they like I don't know, girls that are shorter than them or something and shit like that. And then on top of that, it negatively affects their enjoyment of the act, because they have to like slow down, they have to take it easy, they have to like be more cognizant of like hurting the person they're with. Like there's a bunch of like super downgrades that come with that. It's like so bad. Like it'll just be like, it's like good on paper, but like nobody wants it. Except for like a freak show. Like only freak shows want that shit. Like freak show people and like literal freak shows with just porn. Like want like a fucking 9+ inch fucking monster. It's like fucking crazy. Like no thin condoms, hell no. Try I know this is getting kind of whatever matters, but try other types of acts that aren't like vaginal. Like good luck finding anyone willing to do that. Like even within the gay community, like too big is not good. Even with the gay community, they're just like, unless they're like size queens or some shit like that, like it's just not. It's like, no, I'm good. So what they gotta be like fucking bottoms, because ain't nobody want to get topped by that. PP matters only to a point. PP matters to a point. But height, yeah, height's important to a lot of people. I don't know why we're talking about this. This is goofy. Little PP syndrome with a regular size PP is a thing I think. Well, yeah, little PP syndrome with a regular size PP is a thing because of pornography. Like if all your like images of like sexual acts are either drawn or like film, those kinds of films, yeah, of course. Like if you're sitting there with like, you know, I don't know, like if you're sitting there with like, if you're sitting there with, you know, 5 to 6 or even like a 6 to 6.5 or something, if all you like consume is that fucking trash, you're probably thinking, it's not very big. It's like, it's so dumb, dude. Oh yeah, that happens to people too. That's how you see like I don't know, man. That's why I can't stand like I can't stand either Karens or incels. Like I can't stand either of those people. Fuck reproducing, pretending like other humans to like other humans. Well, I do like some other humans. I don't pretend. But that's only more like, that's a really rare occurrence. Super hyper rare shiny Pokemon. I have no problems with reproduction. I am not an anti-natalist in the least. I've talked about that before. That subject is just goofy goobers to me. Why is this chat turning into, look, this is like, hey guys, welcome to the Schizoid manosphere. Like, no, what the fuck? I'm just joking. But yeah, like, one of the subjects that I'm actually very interested in discussing is that kind of stuff, like human sexuality and things like that. But that's not, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm not interested in like sexual health advocacy. Like, I'm interested in mental health advocacy, and that part of the human experience involves a lot of mental health stuff. But I definitely do not want to just talk about peepees and all day. But I could, like, if somebody wanted me to, like, to talk about, like, I don't know, fetish stuff and like BDSM, and, like, I know so much about all that kind of shit, and I know a lot about the psychology behind it, and safe and unsafe ways to participate in those things. And I don't do. It's funny is I don't do 75% of the shit I know about. I'm not vanilla, but I'm sure as shit not like a crazy fetish person. But I know a lot about that stuff because I find it really fascinating. Nah, it's not. You'd be surprised, Shot. It's just the problem is that, like, and maybe you've never heard me say this, but the problem is that my demographic of people that would bother watching me are all broke, or broke like they're broke like me, or they're more broke, or they're unmotivated enough. They're so unmotivated about, like, consistently watching anything. And then normies, or whatever you want to call them, they don't give a fuck about the schizoid takes on things. They're not going to tune in for that. They want to hear, like, what the fucking, like, they would probably be down more to listen to the more, like, bigger splash, more, like, over the top the people that have, like, more, like, you know, more, I don't want to say theatrical, but, like, more expressive conditions. Right? Like, if you have, like, if you're histrionic or something, like, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna tell you, like, there's, like, if you have a more bombastic, like, this is as bombastic as you're gonna get with a schizoid. It's probably some, like, lethargy filled, medium to low energy dummy like me. Like, that's about, and that's only because my ADHD comes and saves the day in that department. But yeah, ain't nobody showing up for that, man. Because I won't be saying, like, I'll be saying, like, depressing, fucking pessimistic, cynicist shit combined with, like positive thoughts that are also wrapped in ideas of what we as a species are not doing good enough. We are not trying hard enough. We are caring about the wrong things. Yeah, I can't see that. I can't see how I could tie that into, like, advocacy somehow. Like, I just can't, man. Like, what am I gonna do, man? Like, talking about movies? Fucking be like, hey, guys, I'm gonna talk about Minecraft, the movie. A Minecraft movie. Lava chicken. Lava chicken and chicken jockey. Hey, people are throwing stuff in the theater. It's fucking stupid. Because chicken jockey. It's for some reason a fucking little CGI goblin raiding a fucking chicken is enough to cause mass hysteria in individuals that were raised by TikTok. That's hilarious. Like, that's hilarious. Like, who's gonna tune in for that, dude? Oh no, the reason I'm not an anti-natalist is not because I have kids. Just so you know, John Kid. It's because I don't think it makes very much sense. I don't want to get into that again. That's just a whole thing. On the ARA, there's about 300 so far. On the ARA. Bro, I could like sit here and talk about horror movies all fucking day. Like, if you want to do horror movie talk, oh, I can do that, sure. Make a horror movie channel. Hey guys, welcome. I could probably make a horror movie channel and then like probably get it to like 10K. I don't know if I could get it any higher than that, but I could probably get it to like 10K. No, I'm saying like, talk about NPC girl like gorilla versus 100 simps. Yeah, 100 gorillas versus 100 1,000 schizoids. Who wins? Bro, I watch horror movies all the time. Like recently, I've slowed down significantly in like probably the last year and a half because like I'm either working or I'm trying to think of what I can do next or who I can talk to next when it comes to this. For the schizoid mind, this is juxtaposition, is not culinary flair, the symbolic collusion, the inner no, that's not the schizoid take on that. That's like me pretending to be a fucking pretentious fuck about something that is bullshit, and that is not the Zoid take. The Zoid take to that would be, why are so many people watching a fucking movie with some fucking fat loud guy singing songs about fucking video game chickens like going in lava and turning into food? Like, why are people watching this movie instead of just playing Minecraft? Like, if you're gonna fucking just go fucking build your own lava chicken fucking place. Like, what the fuck is this shit? There's always beat the gorilla easy pretending. Talk about more genres, you'd be surprised. The film analysis on YouTube is huge. Oh man. Yeah, but like how I would have to make like a separate channel and then like funnel people from that separate channel into like this stuff. I guess I could try that. But then I don't have time for that shit, man. Like, how am I supposed to fucking make time to have a second fucking channel? Like I said, man, someone bankroll me. I'll fucking make a second channel. I'll run 3 channels, motherfucker. I'll have a Schizoid Inks movie takes, and then I'll have Schizoid Inks music. Schizoid Inks, like, hey guys, fuck my life. Fuck my life, everybody. I'm here to talk about some shitty movies I don't give a fuck about. Yeah. And shitty movies that I do like, but ultimately it means nothing. Yeah. Like what? Come on. Yes. Well, buy, sell. Have fun in your house. Remember Plato's Cave? It wasn't about the philosophers revealing reality to people. It's about fucking fool who thought, yeah, you know. I want to be in Plato's cave and be like, hey yo, these fake shadows, fucking paper puppet shadows, fucking they're fucking boring. Get better ones. And I'd be like, hey, what do you mean they're fake puppet? Nah, never mind. Just make them better. It's just boring. These look like shit. And then climb up there to kill the people with the paper puppets, and so that you can like hire new people with more entertaining paper puppets, and then climb behind them, kill those guys with those paper puppets, and just keep doing that shit. Maybe snuff out all the candles. Fuck it. Go full fucking. There ain't no Plato's Cave if there ain't no cave to begin with. It's cave in the whole fucking thing. Make what? Another channel one day at a time. It's gonna make 100 channels. Ain't no lie, baby. Bye. You know. I fucking love movies and Shrek. It's massive green hands touching you all over your body. There's no need to complain. There was never a choice. Eat your meat before your pudding. Sometimes you don't get the pudding or the meat. Got Pink Floyd going on here. have your meat. I went, I'm gonna have your protein and you have to eat your meat. Alright, is that how it went? Come here, laddie! Yeah. Since when do you give a fuck active? You fucking switch. I never get you, bro. Like you switch from like saying shit like that to other times where like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck. That's funny. Man, Asmongold leading the way to what put on them channels. Saw his piece bringing down drug prices by half or so today. Man, look, I don't care what anybody says about Asmongold. That shit's way more like entertaining than like 90% of the channels that are commenting on stuff and that big. Like you could say, oh, his takes are shit. You could say, oh, he's got a bad idea about this. Now, like, yeah, say that. Like, fine. Like, whatever, man. Like, but I don't know, man. That guy lives like a fucking. That guy is a millionaire and he lives like a NEET, and no one can prove otherwise. Like, no one can prove. Like, he's not fucking like just doing it for the show. He's not driving a fucking Mercedes. He's not fucking like in the lap of luxury, and like the fucking place where he shoots his streams is just like a set. No, that motherfucker lives like that, dude. Like, that guy is so like unhappy with reality and the world and all kinds of shit that he just wants to play his Vidya and hang out and laugh about stupid shit on streams. And he doesn't even like handling his own money, because like he's like not about that shit. Like, so say what you want about the guy, but goddamn, like, sure as shit stayed grounded. Like, try to prove otherwise, man. He's the fucking Roach King, man. I kind of respect that shit, dude. Like he lost so much of his meaning in life when WoW went to shit. Osbound slop. Ideology is fundamental. You believe reproduction because you can make excuses for the suffering you're going to cause. But rage bait. Rage bait? Yeah, he does use the rage bait, but that's his editors. Because, like, it's funny the way, if you know anything about how he runs his shit, how Asmon runs his shit, he basically, like, he has these editors that he pays extremely well to take care of everything that has to do with his, like, thing, so he doesn't have to do any of it anymore. Because he like, his goal was to be like, oh, I need to make enough money to where I can just stream and live like the Roach King and not have to worry about money ever again. And he succeeded, because like if you see clickbait thumbnails, if you see like all this shit, like, that's just him going, hey, just do whatever. So just do whatever, and I'll just stream it, and you know, whatever. That's literally what he pays him to do. It's kind of like almost a meta joke that he has the rage bait thumbnails, because everyone knows it's never going to be like what it is every time ever. It's just fucking like, they have these fucking thumbnails of him like looking like he's crying, and everyone knows there is not going to be a fucking stream where he's like sobbing on camera. Like, that is not fucking happening. And if it does, it'd be like some crazy shit, man. Like, it would be like he lost his dad after, like, now, because that would be the next to go. And even then, he would probably just be like, nah, I'm ducking out from streams for like a week. Like, my dad died. Roll a dice every lifetime created. This guy getting all poetic over here. That's what my parents. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, the dice roll thing with the. It's just, man, I don't want to get into the anti-natalism stuff. It's still like an autonomy thing. I don't know, man. Like, and it's also because, like, just because we are aware of the suffering that life can sometimes inhabit due to the RNG does not mean that we should not because if the argument is because suffering, then all life should be eradicated. And then you're that other thing I always forget what it's called, which is beyond an anti-natalist. Like I don't understand how somebody can be an anti-natalist and not be an anti whatever, I always forget, like all life. And if you're anti all life, like what are you doing? Like, how do you even care enough to advocate? Ain't living things gonna be like, yo, this guy's right, let's just eradicate all life in the universe. Man, I don't even have the link to your archives or whatever the fuck. You're not on Discord, so fucking that's the easiest way. Oh yeah, I mean, look, I'll agree. A lot of people do it like that. No, for sure. I think the idea of reproduction should be taken far more seriously. No, it's not misanthrope, because misanthrope would be like just humans. Like, I just find that idea of just being anti-natalist but not anti-all life goofy, because all things suffer. This guy, I don't know entire concept, but yeah, if you think it's unethical to have kids because they didn't have consent being born, then it also applies to all life for sure. Yeah, none of us consented to being. Yeah. All life. But I just find that silly because, like, if in fact, you know, if you are an existential nihilist like myself, then whether life occurs or doesn't occur, and whether the balance of joy and misery is either balanced or unbalanced, like it's still just choices that are being made when it comes to a lot of that stuff. Like, it's just a weird thing to be like, oh, you know what, I don't like the way this shit is, fucking shut it all down. Like, instead of being like, hey, let's fix it, hey, let's do something to fix it so that we can balance out like unproductive productive suffering, so we can balance out some of the shit that humans experience, and then like all living things within our like ability to affect, improve that. Like, oh no, you're cool, man, you're cool. Yeah, like I think that's a way crazier take. That's like my take. I think it's way more crazy than being anti-natalist to be like, nah, man, I'm a pro-natalist because, like, I think we should fix all the fucking problems and balance out overall suffering of living things so that's a little more even Stevens, if not more like enjoyment than suffering. Fuck it, let's go. Like, I think that's more insane. I think that's more unhinged. I like that. Let's have more babies and make them better babies, ethical babies, moral babies, metacognitive babies, high in cognitive empathy babies. Destroy the naturalistic human nature fallacy babies. Fix human by dwindling into the void. No. Fix human by doing shit, getting shit done, then looking at the void, and then getting more shit done, and then looking at the void, and getting more shit done. That's my style, man. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. That's how I want to be. But like, I can't be the best version of myself where I get to stare at the void, do shit myself, or stare at the void, do shit myself because money. Dude, that'd be hilarious. Imagine like I somehow like came across like a bunch of money and then I could totally, I can't, like, it's so crazy. Like when people get money and they're like, wow, you changed, man. Like, I'm just like, nah, they just now they just have the freedom to be themselves. Like, that's, no, money does not change people. Money exposes people. Money pulls out everything that's terrible about them, and they haven't done a lick of shadow work. Not like straight up Jungian shit, but you know what I mean? You're gonna get a fucking shitty person. Holy fuck. Power, you'll have 400 babies. You're not fixing it. You're lying about it and causing a massive extinction event. But isn't that what you want? You want a massive extinction event. And like, it's kind of funny to me. It's like, okay, if we stop having babies, then we have a mass extinction event. But if you keep having more babies, it's gonna cause a mass extinction event. Like, I don't know, man. That's a lot of babies. No, I know, but I think to fix this shit so that it's not so bad that people become anti-natalists. How about that? How about we do that? Like, to where like there wouldn't even be people wanting to be anti-natalist. It'd just be like, why would anyone think that? It's not that bad. Things are pretty good. And we're pretty good to all living things. Pretty sick, bro. Like, why would you want to put a stop to that? Like, what? I've only personally known one person who's anti-natalist and they were chronically depressed, so I think a mass extinction event would probably, what they want subconsciously, yeah. I joke, I semi-joke, but I've said that, like, a lot of anti-natalists are essentially, like, projecting how much they do not enjoy life onto, like, everyone else. And then, like, cherry picking all the things in the world that happen that are really, really bad. And then kind of, like, having some kind of, like, bias toward, like, saying that no one should have babies anymore. I don't know. That's kind of, like, what it's often felt like. This guy, Shad, talking about fucking luxury, just going the full fucking... There are no more children. They are commodities. Those times have passed. Base doomer, Chad. No, but you know, I'm right. You're going to keep selling your labor and making that money. Get off your ass and make some money. Yeah. No, man. Money is a horrible side effect of me trying to do things that matter to me. And the consequences of a money run system. But anyway, 200,000 years without the problem. Surprise, 1974, it all comes apart. Yes, I'm sure it's human nature, Milton Friedman. Yeah. Human nature is stupid. The idea of human nature is stupid. Silly, goofy goober shit. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Peace out, and talk to you later. And as usual, when day is dark, always remember, happy day.